surrounded by legal types and religious leaders and people that were following him, but people who were also trying to catch him out, Jesus one day made an announcement. The kingdom of God, he said, which is kind of his way of saying, you know, the God stuff, the ability to see the God things, the ability to be involved well in the God life. The kingdom of God, he says, belongs to... Dramatic pause. You go to an advert break there. Now, fill in the rest of the sentence. Complete the blank. The kingdom of God, the God stuff, the insight into the character of God belongs to... What would you write there? The clever people, the intellectual people maybe. Maybe the people that have studied theology and the things of the Spirit. Maybe the people who are really good and give a load of money to charity. Maybe the people who attend church a lot. Maybe the priests, I don't know. The kingdom of God belongs to, says Jesus. And all of his listeners hear these other possible completions to that sentence. And Jesus says, children. Nobody saw that coming. The kingdom of God belongs to kids? Are you nuts? They're the last people you should give anything precious to, surely. If you've ever tried to wander down the street with a 3-year-old, you'll know that it's basically impossible because they have a major problem in life. They spot wander everywhere. You would not be aware of how many butterflies there are that need chasing or how many caterpillars it's possible to see when you're 2 who have not yet turned into butterflies. And does anybody know how that happens? You must, if you're 2, follow those butterflies and spot that cloud that looks like a dinosaur eating a giraffe. Is that even a thing? And do not, whatever you do, step on the cracks because that's when the bogeyman comes out. The world is full of questions and whys and wonder and things to stare at and things to chase when you're 2. Because 2-year-olds spot wonder. When people have taken the time to look at God, to study God, to consider God, they often have similar experiences. They often have words which, though their experience of God might have been different and the way they looked at God might have been different and the angle they came from might have been different, they all settle on some things. They settle on peace, they settle on love, they settle on joy, they settle on hope, and they settle within themselves of a feeling of amazement. When you look at something wonderful, you become amazed. Throughout the scriptures, there are records of people who've maybe shepherds, maybe kings, maybe wise scholars, maybe just ordinary people who, when they thought about it, realized that they'd looked and seen this God and then they became amazed. Somebody like King David, who was a shepherd boy and gets promoted to king, well, he writes loads of poems and songs about being amazed at the goodness and character and works of God. But it's not just this kind of intellectual, philosophical, removed, remote amazement. It's people who followed Jesus around and they saw him do things and they listened to him say things and they kind of thought about his teaching and they chewed on it and they went down the pub and they talked about it and they were amazed. Which, I don't know if I would say that my discipleship of Jesus, my following of the Master, is that characterized by amazement. Maybe yours is different. But I feel like I want to get it right. I want to have a robust faith that makes intellectual sense, but that it also embraces mystery. I want to get into good habits which grow me as a disciple. I want to be part of a village of faith that does good and shows hope and love in the world. I want to have my faith make sense. I want to be a good person. I want to do all of these things. I want to get it right and have joy. And I don't know if I'm amazed at Jesus all that often. And it's usually, it turns out, that the people who don't stop to look long enough are the ones that just rush on by, who don't spot the butterflies, the caterpillars, the great sounds, who don't come up with the great questions, who don't see things in the clouds, who did not stop to look, so could not be amazed. And so, may you, who have not been struck by wonder and amazement for a long time, be stopped in your tracks this week. May your diary be cleared. May that happen from the outside of your influence so that you have no other option but to be amazed. May your mind be blown. May your heart be expanded. May your soul sing. May you see huge things and tiny things. May you chase funny things down strange pathways. May you be struck by beauty and amazement and wonder this week.